The Nerlin Nerds podcast is brought to you by What Lola Wants. Go to WLWPrivateChefs.com for information to reserve top quality chef and restaurant services in the Chicagoland area. Pulpery Media presents Nerlin Nerds with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the pop culture topics that interest us and those minor details that irritate us. Daredevil shit, man.
They got to fucking... They did. Like, so the last episode that we talked about, it ended with, we knew Fisk had some dude in a cage, and we knew Daredevil, like, through his shit, he's clearly practicing.
Yeah, and then there was the teaser of a new villain.
Right, they showed Muse for a hot second.
Yeah.
And then they do what all good shows do, is the next episode has nothing to do with that shit, because they're... Was that an error? Nice. Because there is a bank heist at Kamala Khan's dad's bank.
That's right. I forgot about
that. Whole episode was the bank heist.
Yeah. I mean, it was awesome.
Oh, it was fucking amazing.
Yeah. And, I love that because it was like when they introduced the assistant bank manager, it's like, I know I've seen that dude before. Mm-hmm. And then when it was like, all right, here's our superhero from Jersey City.
He said his name first, and I went, yes.
Yeah.
And then he was like,
yeah, and then it was
you've
like,
heard Miss Marvel, and then I went, here, let's see whatever it is. Street level Marvel. There we go.
Yeah.
How many times have we said that?
Multiple times. Yeah.
So now we've got Hawkeye that was in that, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, new Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. Yeah. Miss Marvel.
Correct.
Daredevil. Echo.
Punisher.
Yeah.
Fisk. We've also got Bullseye still around.
Are they doing... Well, yeah, I mean, he's in jail, but yeah, when did they ever stay in jail?
But that's what I'm saying. He's alive.
Yeah.
Confirmed on the show and alive.
Have they said they're doing a Punisher reboot series yet?
I don't know.
I need more John Barenthal in my life.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They took him out of these two episodes, but you know he's going to come back because he's going to have to...
Oh, there's a team up. There's a team up happening.
Murder all of the fake Punishers.
I didn't even think about that, though, too. Is that, I mean, that's a perfect way of ending this, is that you introduce the street-level team.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
the Defenders, as it were.
Yeah.
But, yeah, now they're just retconning that, doing...
God, imagine the... when they reintroduce Echo and Daredevil being blind, has to communicate with the deaf person, and then find out, oh, you're the one that shot Fisk in the head.
Right. How do they do that? I mean, he could see. So
that's right.
Like she signed, he would be able to see.
Or she'd have to snap while she does. Or maybe that's where John Barenthal steps in. Or
he's the translator? Yeah. I mean, they could click.
Oh, no.
No, but then how would she...
I know, yeah. But
understand that? I don't know. You just completely fucked my brain.
Right, yeah.
Anyway.
But, I mean, imagine Punisher, Frank...
Yeah.
translating between the two of them, and of course he adds in color.
Well, he would have to.
Right.
And
then there's Kate Bishop being like, that's not what she said.
I don't know if this is correct here.
I don't know if this is appropriate
at all.
Well, and remember, actually, there was when they're at that fundraiser, Kate Bishop's stepdad, that real weird, creepy dude. Yeah, he was there. So they've already dropped that.
Yeah, and I'm glad that they came full bore with the Miss Marvel. She's from the neighborhood. So perfect. So that episode,
which also makes sense for Jersey City, is that you work in Manhattan.
Right.
I'm sorry, Jersey City.
It doesn't. Yeah. You could take the sub in.
You're a suburb. I mean, that's
you're a Kenner, bruh.
Yeah. It's a little more fun.
So that episode was awesome. Daredevil got to do his thing. Blah blah blah. But
and it's fun to see somebody who knows nothing about him,
right?
See what he can do.
Exactly.
And but I still don't like when he just showed up with the safe deposit key. He's like, "Oh, you mean this?" And he's like, wanting to be like, "How the fuck did you find?"
Right. And what was in the safe deposit box?
That gem that looked like the candy, or emerald, right. The orange emerald.
What, one of the Infinity Stones?
No,
it's not.
No,
it's
but
not.
no.
That would be bonkers. So then let's get to the next episode here because, well, at the end of the other one, all right. So we're gonna get to fucking
we're at the halfway point.
Muse.
Yeah.
Real quick, Muse, serial killer, uses his body parts and blood of his people to do street art.
Yeah, so he's a Banksy serial killer.
Correct. And
fucking genius.
At first, he was just in the show. In the comics, he used the body parts, which they showed finally. Because at first, it was just like blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't get the blood off the walls. And Fisk is like, it took a fucking street cleaner to figure out we have a serial killer over the cops. Because this is Fisk's episode.
Yeah. Until the very, very, very end.
Correct. Until the end. They started it with White Tiger.
Yeah.
Her daughter going to Matt was like, what the
Or is it, it's like his niece or something like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's right.
Yeah.
Daughter's probably too spot on.
Yeah.
And goes scorched earth on Matt because he won't do anything and leaves, and you go, that's a bad mistake. And then it was Fisk, like with the serial killers running rampant, and then he had that fucking low-level douche come into his office. Remember that guy? He's in his fucking Gucci tracksuit.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Well, no, I love it too because they're actually portraying the mob,
right?
An accurate modern day thing where
exactly.
Like they're no longer like the 3-piece suit wearing mob. Like they like. And I mean, just to bring in real stories, like I remember reading this story because it happened right off of Fordham's campus at the old like White Castle and McDonald's we used to hit up when we were hammered, and it was like there was a mob shootout at that McDonald's because the mob guys were there for the McRib, and they were all wearing like not like authentic but like bootleg.
Yeah, like, exactly.
What happened to the mafia?
They're the Sun and not Vice City and GTA.
Yeah.
That they just did, or they're fucking douche bros. Anyway, that guy comes in and tries to drop his balls on Fisk, and you can tell like he's slowly starting to lose it.
Yeah, both him and Matt are being pushed.
Correct,
to their breaking point.
So then the wife is like, okay, we got to do something. He's like, no, I've got this. We're okay. Well, long story short, he goes down there and he beats the piss out of that guy. And it was great because I got to tell the wife, I was like, this is him. He is a burly man.
No, and again, we've done it every time that we've talked about Daredevil, but them putting Vincent D'Onofrio in that role, he's really good at fake fighting too, like at beating the fuck out of
at portraying a menacing human. Yeah, and
then is it after that he goes back into his dungeon?
Yeah,
and offers the axe.
Yes,
to the dude who fucked his wife, and then proceeds to beat the.
Correct.
A dude who has an axe can't beat Kingpin in his fists. Which is, you're right, that is comic book accurate. Like he takes on Spider-Man with nothing other than just his raw power.
He did it with Michael Clark Duncan. I love you, rest in peace, but you shouldn't have played him.
No.
Yes, and now we're slowly starting to see it, just like at the end when Daredevil and full Daredevil outfit.
Fuck, you beat me to it. Like,
no, well, okay. So obviously the niece gets picked up by Muse. And he's got her held captive. Because of course that's gonna fucking happen. Anybody who knows anything about fucking comic books knows that's what's gonna happen. So Daredevil's rushing to get her, and I love the fact that he was literally legit sucking the blood out of this girl.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. I can't wait till he takes the mask off.
Which it was, in that sequence, like, I love that because the underlying thing that they had her heartbeat as he's battling Muse.
Yep.
And so
yeah, because he just
it
shows
gives
up
it this
and
time frame. Yeah,
loses his mind.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's not this like, hey, who are you? What's going on?
No, it's she's on the table,
Yeah.
and 3 hours ago she just
I'm about to fuck you up.
yeah. I've got all this pent up in
And
all of
apparently,
this.
Muse is well trained as well.
I don't know I don't know if he has much of a backstory other than like he's a serial killer who is clearly highly intelligent and can fight.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And can fucking take a beating.
Well,
I mean,
if
he had to be
if you're-
hung from
if you're
a chain.
If you're a fucking and then still got away.
Right.
How you like them apples? Still got away.
Well, I
but
mean,
he had
yeah.
to get away,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And again, the writing spot fucking on. Like you knew how this was going to play out.
Yeah, I
but-
really am enjoying dark Disney. Like,
Yeah, me too.
that they finally were just like, look, like we can't keep everything bright and shiny.
Andor will be out in like a couple of weeks. Then we.
And that one looks crazy.
So we're gonna leave the Pit Severance, the Pit, and Daredevil, but we're gonna welcome Andor and The Last of Us 2. And I don't know if I'm emotionally prepared.
Andor, no, because
It's the end. Like this.
Yeah,
I think
you're
this
right. Yeah,
season
it leads
ends
up to
at
the movie.
at
Yeah,
Rogue One.
yeah.
That's gotta be.
which is good. It's like, yeah, you don't need to cap it like.
Nope, do it. It's perfect. Cassian is awesome. Anyway, so now they're both. How many episodes? So we're 4 in? 6.
To a Daredevil?
Yeah, they keep dropping 2 at a time. I'm so fucking confused.
Yeah.
But, Dare.
Yeah, you're right. It's like
There's 17 episodes.
Yeah, because, I mean, they got to set up, or probably 16 and 1 into next season.
So, we've seen 6. Excessive Force was.
No way.
Yeah. March 25th.
It's only 6 episodes?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking
They
Christ.
keep dropping 2.
Those are
Although,
6 fucking dense ass episodes.
And then, look, 42 minutes, 39 minutes, 51 minutes, 50 minutes. The first one was over an hour.
I really hope the season
These
finale
assholes are
is
now-
named We Built This City.
It needs to.
Right.
Yeah, and now these assholes, after dropping 2 a week, are down to 1.
1, yeah. But it's like...
We got 10 episodes left.
As you point, Jesus fucking.
Think about that.
Well, no, but that makes sense if we are going to introduce Street.
Yeah, and if we're a third of the way through, and we just got to fucking the middle act. The second act is when all hell's gonna break loose.
Yeah.
And then you have the third act for wrap up, and this is when we introduce everybody.
Well, and also, I mean, you still have to deal with when like Kingpin goes full Kingpin, and he's still mayor.
We didn't even get to the point that he set up his own private SWAT team.
Right. With dirty cops.
With dirty cops. Although I'm calling it now that one military cop is going to turn face.
You mean the one that got beat up? No, or
The one that he talked to, and he was like, when he was like, well, you
the
know,
one that got beat up by Matt, or the other one that was like, hey, I'm the new guy.
No, when he has him in the warehouse and he's talking to them all, and he's talking to the one.
Well, the main white guy is the one Murdoch beat up in the apartment.
It's not. It's the brown guy. And he was from like St. Louis, and he lost his job, or Chicago.
Yeah.
Because that's all that exists in the Midwest.
Yeah. He's going to become like a street level informant.
And yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Or he'll turn face. The way he got. He got singled out. He was like, I was being a good cop, but they didn't like me. And then plus when he told him.
Yeah, he's not going to be a heel the whole time.
A skeptical look on his face. Jump kid, you got to have another ending.
He's like common and silent. The following segment has been brought to you by Whatever Lola Wants. Go to WLWPrivateChefs.com for information to reserve top quality chef and restaurant services in the Chicagoland area. The Nerla Nerds podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion. Marketing by Brock Ryder. Graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion. Music by the Heisenberg Compensators.